Bum, 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 bum. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pop Into Culture. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rico.
And this episode, we're dropping spoilers.
Spoiler alert. You guys don't want to hear the spoilers, and you guys haven't seen Superman yet.
Click on the link up there, and you go to our spoiler-free video, so you can go see if we like the movie or not.
Yeah.
And then go see the movie, then come back and see us again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That out of the way. Let's roll into it, Rico.
Supergirl.
Supergirl
is in. I'm not going to tell you when, not going to tell you where or what part, but Supergirl is a part of this movie. I don't remember her name, but she was from House of Dragons, actually. Yes. That princess from the first season. She is our Supergirl, Kal-El.
A drunk Supergirl.
And, she's a party animal.
Jeez.
And outside of that, man, like we get a pocket dimension. Peacemaker is in this briefly.
James Gunn's brother?
James Gunn is Maxwell Lord.
No, that's his brother.
Yeah, Maxwell Lord.
No, Maxwell Lord
is James Gunn's brother.
Yes, you said James Gunn.
Maxwell Lord
is James Gunn's brother.
Yes.
Yes. You said it was James Gunn.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Carlos, roll it back.
James Gunn is Maxwell Lord.
Outside of that, Hawk Girl, which I thought was unnecessary. Why did you scream? Why'd you need to scream?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I think that was probably like the only part of the movie where I really didn't like. It was like she didn't have that many words. She was in not a very long time. The only other people that were like in there a lot was either Mr. Terrific, which he said it was the breakout character of the movie. And Hawk Girl, she, every time she flew by, she was screaming. I mean, the one time she dropped someone, it was like, oh, well, I'm not Superman.
Yeah. Planet Earth caught him. Yeah. And then lifted him back up into the stars. Outside of that, Metamorpho. He's in this.
Yeah, I knew you get it.
Metamorpho's in this, and he makes kryptonite. That's kind of cool. And
does he do that in the books?
I don't recall him ever making kryptonite, but I know he can turn anything. He can make anything with his body. And I thought it was really cool.
All the way down up until he had just a head.
Just a head. I believe he was made in a lab, so it's not like he's from another planet or anything like that. And I really wish we did get an origin story of him. I believe you already said in this one or our last video, there's no origin for Superman. He's already Superman. We don't get the and his dad's alive. So Kevin Costner died in the other one. He has both of his parents. We also learn that he was sent to this planet to destroy it.
Well,
what?
No.
Destroy
was more like dominate.
Dominate. Okay.
And have a harem.
Ultraman.
Which I can get down with a harem.
Dude.
Cat Grant.
Cat Grant.
2 thumbs up. Something was up.
Cat Grant, yes. She's in this show
with chess?
I was about to.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, that's why I was like, Cat Grant is in this, and both of her kitties are purring. You know what I'm saying? And man, yeah, she's not just a cameo, but she is actually throughout the show or movie. She's in it. Ultraman. I want to talk about Ultraman.
All right.
I think that's the only problem I had with this movie.
Because it was a mishmash of...
Yeah.
So, because throughout the trailer, they don't actually or mention who he is throughout the whole process of, dropping all the trailers and, who everyone is. And, like, everyone surmised that it was Ultraman because he had that big U and, like, he was the only one able to hold down Superman because that's probably, in the comic books, he's the only because he's his counterpart from another Earth, right?
Yeah.
But in this one, he's not from another Earth, but he's more like a Connor Kent.
He's a clone.
Yes.
Like, they took the idea of Superboy, the clone part, Ultraman, which is from another Earth, and they also made him like almost like a robot, like a cyborg, like he was controlled, which is Amazo. Not cyborg Superman, but like more of an Amazo. And
but he was controlled by like voice command. That was a pretty cool idea. I haven't seen anything like that, like how they were controlling him, or like the setup, how Lex had the setup and everything, the control center, their command center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they were like, it was kind of like a robot almost to the point where they're like calling out different commands. Okay, go to that one, A5, F3, a Big Mac, J number 2, whatever. He was calling out different orders, right?
Yeah.
And they were telling it into the mic, and then because on his chest was a speaker, so he was hearing all these commands and then executing those commands as they were saying them, because Lex had studied him for like, I think they said at some point they were like 2,500 different battle strategies to combat Soups.
Yeah.
And it was crazy how oh my God, all those like the people that were with Lex because they know they were trying to combat Superman. Oh, I had so much rage watching it. Like I'm like, how are you siding with this madman?
He had like a little militia or army, if you will.
They call it Raptors?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were all wearing the Lex suits, which later on, he starts to wear, and it almost becomes like a Superman type, almost like how Batman made a bat suit to fight Superman. Well, Lex makes one as well.
And it's powered by kryptonite.
Yeah. I'm actually interested in seeing that happen. I'm looking forward to whatever comes out in 3 years from Superman 2. Come on. I wish it didn't happen like that, but we're not going to see a Superman 2 for like another 3 years.
Well, which is crazy is because what you mentioned is the Earth is void of kryptonite now.
Yeah.
However they did it, they mentioned like, oh, his only weakness, which is how would they know what his weakness is? If I knew that was my weakness, I'd be like, you ain't no shit for shit. Take him to a grave.
Well, you can tell, like, Lex studied him for years. When we pick up on this movie, it already tells you from Jump Street that he's been Superman for a couple years now.
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. So when you got Lex, the more time you give him, the more time he's over prepared.
He got prep time.
And it's Lex, so he can figure it out in a day. Imagine what happens if you give him 3 years.
All right.
So
I like that intro. Like, I was really intrigued by the intro.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3,000 years. Superman came to planet Earth 30 years ago. 3 years ago, he came out to the sun, to the world and said he's Superman.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? 3 minutes ago, first time lost the fight.
And
and he go,
it explains the Fortress of Solitude. Like, he didn't build it out of, he didn't build it. It had to be made, and it's been there for a long time, especially after you see what's inside of it.
It's from the crystals from Krypton.
So I guess Kryptonians first came to Earth 3,000 years ago. The interview. I really liked the interview. Mm-hmm. And we did, in the trailer of Superman, we saw the interview of Lois interviewing Clark and how things really didn't go in his favor. He thought he was going to be able to nail this interview, but it went much deeper than what the trailer allowed us to see. And it got serious. Like, it got to the point where, like Superman, Superman, he really got his feelings hurt. And Lois really did not care. She was being cutthroat, lethal with these questions. But at the same time, there is a lot of sense in what she's saying, Like, anytime you think you're being noble, you do well, there's always a consequence to that hero act or whatever decision you make, good or bad. And Superman doesn't think about the cause and effect. He just thinks about they need help. Let's go help them.
Optics of it, and that's where they mentioned it too. Like, she says, like, well, the optics is you're an American citizen or you're from America and you went into an international jurisdiction and stopped it. Who gave you? Who deemed you the right to go do those things? Who told you? Who did you speak to? Did you talk to the president? Did you talk to this person? Like, no. Why don't I talk to anyone? I stop people. I save people. And that's what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, Superman, he's the man of steel, the man of tomorrow. But ultimately, he's, the big Boy Scout.
Justice Gang. I don't get it. It sounds stupid. But then again, if you think about everyone that was in this show, it was Justice Society. Yeah, movie. Justice Society. We had Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, which is one of the most hated, but I kind of like him. because he's kind of an asshole,
A jerk like him.
But yeah, all day. But like he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he's liked or not. He knows his mission, and he doesn't care if he makes anyone approval. Which I love the fact about that. Like I like the fact that we have a superhero that isn't doing it for the glory. He's doing it because it's just right. He doesn't have to save someone's life and then stand around and gloat and go, "It's okay, son. I saved the day." And then he just hoists away. No, he's not that kind of hero. I saved the cat out of a tree, or I saved this little boy from falling off a cliff. All right, I got better things to go do. Peace out.
My favorite Guy Gardner moment in the movie was when they're at that the battle.
The middle fingers.
Yeah,
I
was like, what?
Exactly. He's that kind of guy. He's like, I'm not here to be nice to you. I'm here to save the day, and now I gotta go drink a beer. That's exactly what kind of superhero he is. Football about to happen. Kickoff is at noon. I gotta go. Let's wrap this up. Right. You know.
Speaking of wrapping up, what if you guys have not seen the spoiler-free episode of this?
Yeah.
What do you give this movie?
Oh, this show I'm gonna give a 5.5. Yeah, I'm turning my amps up to 11. This is a big deal show, and I had moderate expectations, and I was fulfilled. Everything I like about comic books and cinema, I got in one movie, and I really appreciate that. I think James Gunn literally listened to comic book fans and went, "All right, I'm going to frame by frame make a movie for you, panel by panel make a movie for you." And as I'm watching it, I had to it just kind of came off, and I was like, I feel like I'm watching a comic book come to life right now, and it was just good. It was real good.
I like the part of the fact that you obviously know it's CGI. Yeah. But it didn't feel like CGI. You obviously know it's CGI because you don't have flying men or you don't have like anamorphic creatures or whatever. But it didn't feel like that. It felt very crisp. It felt really like I don't want to say worldly, but it felt like it could happen, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that happened down the road. They were just reporting on this news, whatever, because the cinematography was like so crisp. The colors were very vibrant. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like nothing was being masked or covered to where you had to hide like an issue or a bad cinematography or bad VFX. Like him flying through the air, or like when he's swooping through, or like when his hair is getting messed up, everything.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, like I feel like the other Superman when they were flying, it was like very like the hair was like stuck, and it was like just there.
Like there was no wind around.
There was like no wind around. Like no, you saw him flying, his hair was flying through.
That was cool.
You know how he was swooping through, and then going in the stratosphere with the engineer and the Ultraman.
Engineer was cool. That was a cool villain.
Yeah.
One good thing to look forward to. I love the fact that James Gunn is actually sewing all of this together from Creature Commando, because we got Rick Flag's dad, General Flag, in the movie, because that's Rick Flag's dad. I don't know if you knew.
And we got Peacemaker.
We got Peacemaker, which is amazing. Actually, that's cool. Green Lantern. Hawkgirl is going to be in the new season of Peacemaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everything is going to be one timeline, kind of like how the MCU is doing it. And, obviously we just got a big-time writer and director coming from the MCU, James Gunn, to DC, being basically the yay or nay person of DC Universe now. I think he's going to take that.
And he wrote and directed the movie. Kind of like he wrote and directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And we got banger after banger with that.
Yes. I was hoping James Gunn did not make Superman comical, not just the person, but the movie. Yeah. I did not.
We did have a few chuckles.
And I didn't like him.
I feel like also like Ultraman, I feel like once he took his mask off, like he should have had like some dialogue. Mm-hmm. Like he was just like mute the whole time. He was just like, like he was like long-haired Superman.
Yeah.
So it was like basically long-haired Superman. It would have been funny if it was like Henry Cavill.
Everyone thought it was going to be him.
I was like,
I was waiting to say that. Everyone thought it was going to be Henry Cavill. Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was just, that clonage.
Yeah, I like. Well, it's. How would you enjoyed it if it was Henry Cavill? Like one more send off, Man of Steel.
I think if it was him, I would have been like, yeah, oh my god, he's back.
Yeah, it would have been a good uproar, and then to see him get sucked into the shadow zone.
Then I'm like, oh well.
I'm like, all right, now he's officially done.
Black hole.
Black hole, shadow zones, all the same.
No shadow. He can come back from the shadow zone. But anyway, can't come back from black hole.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Fantastic Four. They go into the shadows, a black hole, and come right back out.
Right.
Yeah, they did.
Micro first.
Are we wrapping this up?
Yes,
I'm hungry.
Wrap this up. I'm tired. It's been a long night. Been a long day. But it was not a very long movie. I think it was very well paced. I feel
8:30 to 11.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And we didn't get a trailer. We didn't get any trailer. It went right into the movie. You notice that?
Yeah, that sucked.
You went there like, oh,
I was looking forward to this.
It went right into the movie. It was like, you're getting movie now.
Hey, I want to see future projects.
So I bet those people that showed up late, they were like, oh, we're gonna have a few minutes for trailers.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen.
I go through half a box of popcorn watching trailers.
Right? Exactly.
I love it.
That being said, guys, this is a wrap up for our spoiler episode of Superman 2025, because we had Superman, the original Superman. But anyway, that being said, I'm Chris.
And I'm Rico.
And this is Popping the Culture.
Yes, it is.
And we'll see you guys
next time.
Next time.
Peace out.
Later, guys.